So as we all know, on the 16th of April, April 16, 2022, Errol Spence Jr. will be fighting Yordenis Ugas with 3 belts on the line: WBC, IBF, and WBA welterweight titles. Event will be shown live on Showtime pay-per-view. So tune into Showtime pay-per-view if you want to see this fight. Event's taking place over at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas, USA. So, yeah, when it comes to pay-per-view, do you think this event will sell? How many pay-per-views do you think this event will sell? Pay-per-view will be $75. Yes, $75. That's the going price these days. Usually it's around 70, 75, sometimes 65. But yeah, usually when it comes to the big events, it's around $70. And this event will be 75. First time Errol Spence will be fighting on Showtime pay-per-view. Previous pay-per-views that he's had were on Fox pay-per-view. And he's had a few. But do you think this one will sell? This event includes, right now we're on BoxRec. Obviously the main event, Errol Spence Ugas. We have a regular WBA title on the line between Raza Butayev. But this fight between Raza Butayev and Emiantas Stanionis. But this fight between Butayev and Stanionis will be on regular Showtime. If you guys don't know, this event has been broken down into 2 parts. We have a preliminary part and a main part. The main card will be part of the pay-per-view, and we have the preliminary card, which will be on regular Showtime. And Butayev versus Stanionis will be part of that regular free Showtime event. So this won't be part of the pay-per-view fight. Cody Crowley versus Josecito Lopez will be part of the pay-per-view. Isao Cruz versus Yordenis Gamboa will be part of the pay-per-view. And we have Jose Valenzuela versus Francisco Vargas, which will be part of the pay-per-view. Brandon Lee versus Zachary Ochoa, good fight, but that fight will also be on the regular Showtime event, the free Showtime event. Also, same as the Vito Mielnicki Jr. versus Dan Karpinski fight. So those fights will be on regular Showtime. But does the pay-per-view event attract you to buy this card? Jose Valenzuela is a rising name. He is of Mexican descent. If they promote him right, he could be that next star. Francisco Vargas is former champion. He still has fans. I think they'll tune in. They'll buy. Isao Cruz is of Mexican descent as well. I think they'll buy. The Cuban fans will be supporting Yordenis Gamboa. I think they'll buy. California, Josecito Lopez, they'll buy too. Cody Crowley of Canada. I don't know if this event's on pay-per-view in Canada, but Cody Crowley has a good fan base in Canada, and they'll buy. And Ugas of Cuban descent as well, and Spence, USA. I think this event will sell good. I think it will sell good. I think it will sell around 300,000 pay-per-view buys. I haven't really seen any promotion of it, to be honest. I don't really have cable TV. Plus, there's no need to promote to me because I follow the sport. But I haven't seen any commercials of it. I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure there's some commercials of it, maybe on CBS and obviously Showtime. But for me, I'm already a fan, so I already know this event. There's no need to show me ads for this to know that it's happening. But the casual fan base are the main fans that they need to attract to buy this event. And yeah, I think it will do decent. I think it will do definitely more than 200. I feel like 200 to 300 pay-per-view buys. If you look at recent pay-per-view numbers right now, this is Wikipedia. Errol Spence has had 3 or 4 pay-per-views. I think 3. Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia, that was on Fox pay-per-view. That did around 375,000 pay-per-view buys. We have the Errol Spence versus Sean Porter fight. That did around 350,000 pay-per-view buys. That was on Fox as well. And we had the Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia, which was on Fox pay-per-view, and that did around 250,000 pay-per-view buys. So yeah, those are not bad numbers. Ugas had a pay-per-view event against Manny Pacquiao back in August of last year. That did around 250. So people know Ugas for being the last person to beat Manny Pacquiao. and a lot his fan base has definitely grown, especially of the Cuban community, and I think they'll tune in to support Yordenis Ugas. So yeah, I think it'll actually do around 250 to 300. That's what it'll do for this event. Knowing how mixed this event is, mixed with different cultures, different nationalities, and the United States is full of people from different cultures and backgrounds, and they tend to tune in to support their own. Mexicans supporting Mexicans, Cubans supporting Cubans. Even though we live in this country now, even though we are Americans, we still look back to our ancestors, or where we're from, and we tend to support people where we're from. And I think it will be a good event, man. It's a very good card too, and I'm very excited. I'm excited for this card. So yeah, now this is a pay-per-view event for PBC. None of that Charles Martin versus Luis Ortiz and Turman versus Barrios. Come on. Yeah. If you guys don't know, PBC has been doing pay-per-views pretty much almost every month. We had the Gervonta Davis versus Isaac Cruz fight, Charles Martin, Luis Ortiz, Turman versus Barrios. Yeah, and now, I think in the month of March, that's when they didn't really have a pay-per-view for PBC. But here we have Spence versus Ugas. I'll be buying it. So I think we'll do around 250, 300. Maybe even more, possibly. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.